So we got.
It's already right on the player's game part. We got the Bills mixed up, but it's fine.
Okay. So Drip's actually going to lead with the Steve, which he's been pulling out, like, obviously recently.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that I know at least when we were practicing, NV Zelda felt kind of okay against Steve. So I'm curious to see how long the Steve is going to last. And so far, it's been a pretty decent lead. You just have him kind of just being very patient, trying to like get as much mats as he can, and then sometimes carding, sometimes daring, and be able to make it even.
I feel like the main reason he chose this is because this character's been doing the most for him in the scene at the moment. He obviously has wins on Canon with Steve and other good wins in state. I don't think I can name all of them, but it's also done the best versus me at least most of the time.
Mm-hmm. He definitely is still a Ness main, but I think it would be safe to say this season that he's probably a Ness Steve co-main.
Oh, for sure. And I will agree with what you said earlier on how Envy was doing extremely well versus my Steve when we were playing. You can see how that's translating over, and it's in his favor at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's Steve, so anything can change. But
yeah,
especially now that he has Diamond on deck for this last stock.
But that being said, it is the last stock, and Envy doing the right thing, down tilting that crafting table away. Have to wait a couple seconds to be able to craft that diamond tool. And you also see that Envy's just kind of guarding that crafting table to avoid Drip from getting diamond, but eventually the tower falls and the diamond is able to come up. The real question is how much damage will this diamond do before Drip is done. I did like the reflector taking the anvil away. Definitely
it's definitely a solid option. And I think he might be using it a little too much, as we can see right there, because he's been getting hit by a few like later minecarts because Drip will wait a second before Envy swings before actually going for the minecart.
Mm-hmm. I think something that's been kind of common with that, at least Nehru's love,
Mm-hmm.
was always that, like, usually the first time you see it, it works really well. But later on, like, he'll try to go for that same thing again, and your opponent has already learned, like, oh, I can't do that. And so it just becomes an instant punish.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually what happens with habits in general on either side. And now we're going to see the Ness, which makes sense. I feel like Drip usually goes Ness versus Envy anyway.
I think so. We are going to go back to town, which I think that's fair. I don't know if they chose or going random on stages. I'll assume they chose.
I would guess they chose, yeah. I can see both characters being okay with the stage.
Mm-hmm. Good job avoiding the yo-yo like that. Not able to get a lot of punches off of that, but
it's fine. The main part when it's whipped like right here, that's when you need to be just trying to go to center instead of actually just punishing him. The center is the punish because he'll be in a bad spot for it.
Mm-mm. I like the use of using the Phantom to force Drip from going high and using the up B to punish.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, thought we were about to see a spike pretty early on.
Speaking of stuff early on, this is even at 58. It's kind of scary for Zelda to be right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily agree with the neutral B right there because you force yourself into disadvantage and you could have died very easily, especially on town.
Mm-hmm. I understand the point because you have iframes on Myri's Love, obviously, and you're trying to get back in the game, and that's one of the best ways for Zelda too, is by gimping Ness here.
Yeah. That being said, oh no, never mind. That was just Joe. That was just Drip's first stock. So, Envy's really gotta get a lot of percent back up to be able to.
Which isn't too hard. That's like 2 fairs.
Yeah, but also
might kill.
back throw.
Yep.
Now you got a whole stock. Yeah, I think Envy is using Nehru way too much. Okay.
That's a good pass.
Nice bit of bread.
Oh, you had that. I also think he's trying to anti-air a little too much versus Ness. It's decent to do after he swings, but doing it before is usually not an amazing thing, just because he has extremely disjointed buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. I should have grabbed there, yeah. This is back in, I mean...
Yeah, this is still definitely possible for Envy.
Yeah. I mean, this is literally like one neutral win on either side, honestly.
Yeah.
As long as they just know how to push it forward.
Or you at least get that strong tacking, because you got the setup from Zelda right there,
Oh, wow.
but wasn't able to get like any strong hit, like a back air or a forward air in.
You don't even need like that strong of a hit. You just need to send them off and then go from there. Because
Yeah,
like,
but even then, like I feel like a lot of the stuff that Zelda has to send off are those attacks that like
yeah.
they pretty much kill.
Well, there's Nair, which is a safer button than the other two at least.
I guess. But that is going to be 1-1 across the board.
You know, we heard that from like 30 feet away from the hall. Yeah, we heard. Yeah. Wait, what about the strings out there? Let me guess. Okay. What? What? That's me undercutting it too. Oh, right.
I'm gonna see if any of them want to commentate, since I know they were talking about wanting to like do rotations, and I'd be fine with that if they want to jump in.
Yeah, it'll give us a chance to grab food.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna be here, but at least give me a break for today.
I guess over here we have Peter, the Cookie Monster.
They're all eating their things, so
Yeah.
Joker's right.
I got real food first.
Alright, we're going to get an FD for game 3.
I wonder why he would do the stage counter pick now.
Yeah, immediate lead coming in. I'm gonna be right back to tell them to just keep it down because they're playing a serious match. Ooh,
Oh wow, that was a good reversal. That's
I liked that a lot.
I've noticed this before when Envy was fighting Conrad. He likes to go for dash attack as an anti-air, which I can get when it's like a low jump.
When Nebula was fighting Conrad?
When Envy was fighting Conrad. Or do you want to go into commentary?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think dash attack is the play for anti, especially versus Ness, who can kind of just stay above that range for a long time. Oh, okay.
I like that up air.
Yeah, that was a good up air.
He knew that if he went too high, he was going to die the yellow smash anyways, so
Mm-hmm.
just going down was very beneficial.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Unfortunately, that's deep.
I think right here is where Indy also needs to like be going around the opponent instead of like trying to get out of disadvantage by going to center, because Drip is calling that out extremely hard, like right there.
I mean, it was an interesting trade right there, but literally because he was holding in, it forced Drip to push him a little more away and cause that interaction to technically kill Envy first.
Yeah, well, it also helped that Indy didn't have the stage control to be pushing it. If you have stage control, it's fine to push it a little bit, but he keeps trying to push in places where he doesn't have it, and is in a disadvantaged spot.
Mm-hmm. Yanni beat Zombo.
Makes sense, that matchup sucks. This is a lot slower play than the last few games, I feel like. But that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, that's something Drip was actually working on recently, doing a slingshot PK Fire to kind of add on to the combo a little bit more. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah. How are we going to do the rotation? Do we want Winner to stay in, or?
I mean, they chose to do this on second period, but I can ask them to make it
Yeah.
choose it next one. I know one thing to, oh wow. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, at lower percents, I know there's a tech that Zelda should be able to do that.
I really like that mirror. There's some mirrors that he does really well, and then sometimes he just uses it way too much.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that was a really
nice
good.
snare.
That was a good attack too. That's usually the correct option versus Yo-Yo. Oh wow.
Wow, gold balls in on that grab.
I think he grabbed through and then I framed while grabbing.
Really?
Because I saw the reflect go off on the bat, which means that I'm pretty sure the hitbox should have hit Indy. It might have been a little too far, and the sword go like just past. But it's either that or he iframed by grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
I also think Envy needs to either go for the grab, because we know Drip is going to shield after the PK fire reflect, or go for a fair and try and maybe shield break, because it does do increased damage.
Yeah.
And it might shield break, and at least try that out. Like right there, if you know they're going to shield, that's where you need to be grabbing to get the confirm off of.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be standing here at ledge versus Ness. was getting tighter.
Yeah. But at the same time, all Drip really needs is one grab and it's going to be over.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I think a grab center stage is fine, but if he gives up center stage, it's over, yeah.
Yep.
Which he instantly did to try and anti-air, but... See, yeah. I think one hit from either player here might do it.
It should. But the question is, are we going to see a game 5, or is this going to be the end of this set? Back throw is not going to do it just yet.
Be literally anyone. I think Envy needs to be delaying his... Uh-oh, that's it.
Yep, that's it. Getting the confirmed Dripnotic 3-1 over Envy. Alright. Go. You can go ask, and then I can report.